right, for your practice challenge this week, you're going to be playing full range chromatic scales on your instrument. I have provided to you a document that looks like this. On this sheet, you're going to find your instrument, and that's the scale that you are going to play. You can play it with any articulation pattern you'd like. You can play it slurred all the way up. You can play every note tongued. You can play slurred in groups of 4. Whatever you feel most comfortable with is okay with me. You'll see that I have every single instrument figured out. I'm going to be playing saxophone, so I'm going to leave it on the saxophone sheet. So when you are playing, you're probably going to notice that some of these notes you might not be able to play. They might be too high or too low and outside of your actual range. Now, if that's the case, you can play an altered version of that scale. All you got to do is at the beginning of the video say, I'm not playing what is written on the sheet. This is what I'm going to play. So say you're playing saxophone and you can't play down to the low B flat. Say, I'm going to start on the low C and I'm going to go up to the palm key D, okay, or whatever it is for your particular instrument. The notes that I have showed on that sheet are going to be all of the notes that are possible to play on your instrument, not all of the notes that you can possibly play. Now, those are notes that you can play on your instrument without extended techniques. So when you're playing it, keep working to try and extend that range higher and lower depending on where you might fall. But when you're doing it, keep working towards getting more notes underneath your fingers. If you don't know all of the notes fingerings, I have provided a link to the OLCHS music page that has each of your instruments fingering charts. You can go ahead and look at that for help on fingerings, okay? When you play this for me, you're also going to want to make sure that you perform it with a metronome. So I'm going to play for you, and I'm going to play on saxophone, obviously, because that's my main instrument, and I'm going to set my metronome to 130, and I'm going to play the full range, no extended techniques, chromatic scale for the saxophone. So here we go. Full range chromatic scales. Get practicing.